Hello, folks, and welcome back to the Average Movie Review Podcast. I wanted to do a quick review on a movie. I know that that's come out. It came out last year or this year. I don't even remember when it came out, but it's been I'm kind of late to the party, and I finally got a chance to watch it. I had the chance of watching The Smashing Machine with Dwayne the Rock Johnson. Emily Blunt, and that's really all I know, pretty much. Um, I have to say, I did not understand the hype behind this film. The film is shot like in a documentary style kind of video where it's like every scene looks like it's like a documentary camera kind of following it. I think that's what they wanted to do with how they wanted to shoot it, which I think was fine. I didn't have any issues with that. I thought it looked great. Um, the story was very meh. Like I don't know Mike Kerr. Like I know he was big in the back in the day and whatnot, and they said in the end of the film, like he's one of the first fighters in the industry and all that, UFC and everything like that, and like he's kind of the pioneers for all of that. But I don't know if his story was really. I don't know if I don't want to say it's not worth telling. But I don't know if it was a story that needed to be told. I think it was pretty clear in what he had done and what he had accomplished. In terms of acting wise, at one point, all I don't even know. I don't even know if it was at one point. I think throughout the entire film, The Rock was just The Rock. Dwayne was just Dwayne. Like there was no change in his style, mannerisms. He looked a little different with the makeup and everything, but he just played himself, to be quite honest. And I think that's his major issue. I don't want to. He's not a bad actor. Don't get me wrong. He does act really well, but I think the problem with The Rock is just like you can't stop seeing The Rock. Like it's just whenever you see him, you just see The Rock. And I think it's just because we've grown up to see him as a wrestler, and then he turned into the actor. He did the Scorpion one, which he was pretty decent at. And then the Fast and Furious series, he voiced Moana and whatnot, which was really good. But I haven't seen even the cartoon or the animated or even the live action. So I don't know. I can't really judge him based off of that. But apparently people don't even like him in the real version, like the live action version. He just kind of once again played himself. Again, I can judge him on Black Adam, where he really took this character seriously and he wanted to bring it to life, but he didn't do anything about the character. He didn't play the character as it was supposed to be, which kind of cheesed me because I'm like, buddy, like you really wanted to play this character, but you didn't do it any justice. All you did was just play yourself in a suit, and that's about it. Like you didn't become Black Adam. Like you didn't become the character. You were just you in a Black Adam cosplay suit. So I don't know. Like to me, with The Rock, it's very hard. Like it's very hard for him, I think, to become a different person. And I think he should just kind of focus on doing movies that are like where it's about him. Comedic films, I think he's perfect. I think he's fine for. There's no issues there because when I'm watching it, it's just comedic. It's funny. Like I don't really care if he plays himself. He can be funny. Like he is funny. That's a fact. But when it comes to serious films or like comic book films, I don't think he can ever become the character he's supposed to be. Like he was supposed to be Mike Kerr, and I don't know Mike Kerr at all. I don't know his mannerisms. I don't know anything about him, but I don't think he was like that. He just sounded like himself. That was it. Now, when at the end of the film you get to see Mike a little bit, the actual person, it seems like perhaps he is the way he is, and The Rock kind of played him correctly. But again, I don't know that much. But to me, it just felt like I don't know. The acting didn't seem to be up to par, in my opinion. I know a lot of people were praising him for it. I even believe Christopher Nolan said he did a phenomenal job. But I don't know. I really don't. I thought he was like okay. Like I don't know, man. Emily Blunt is a veteran actress. She knows what she's doing. She can play anybody, but she became her character Dawn. Like I feel like that's how Dawn was, and she did such a phenomenal job. But when it came to Dwayne, it just I don't know if it was him, if it was the direction. I don't know what it was. It just didn't work for me. Like there were certain points where I felt like, oh, I'm not watching The Rock. I'm watching the character. I'm okay. I see the actor in him, or I see the character he's trying to create. But I don't see. But then most of the film, I just saw The Rock just being The Rock, especially when he cut his hair and he lost all his hair. He just looked like The Rock. Like that was it. So I don't know. I don't know what everyone else kind of saw. I don't mean any hate towards the man. I think he's a good person. I think he could be a phenomenal actor if he just tried. I think I'm just really cheesed at him for kind of ruining Black Adam. I thought he could have done something amazing. I thought he took it very seriously, but he clearly didn't. And ever since then, I've been always looking at him. I'm like, you're just playing yourself in every film. You're not really even playing anyone you're supposed to be. So to me, that kind of went, over the top of my head. But uh, like he wasn't bad, but he wasn't amazing. You know what I mean? Like he wasn't terrible, but he wasn't amazing like what people made him out to be. So that's why I gave the movie like a 6.5 out of 10. Like I thought it was like okay, like it was all right. One of I read a Reddit post where they were like, "This movie is just a bunch of scenes put together." I can understand why they would say that because there was no real consistency in terms of the plot. Things were kind of moving around. Like when you see a biopic, um, there's like story, right? Like there's a lead up, there's a build up to like the finale of like if you watch something like Marty Supreme, right? Like first we see him, this guy's just working at a shoe store, and then like he's working his way up through the finals in the ping pong world and whatnot, and then he gets to the end, and then there's like all of these things that happen in between. Whereas like with Mike Curry, it was just kind of like, or this story particularly was just like he kind of started off his fighting career, and then the doctors, and then back to the fighting career, and then it was like a few moments of like this and that. Like it was just all kind of like pushing through. Like we were just getting through the story. There was no. It wasn't like a straight line. It was just like here's a scene, here's a scene, here's a scene, here's a scene, and they all fit. Don't get me wrong. Like the story progresses, but it doesn't do a good job of connecting everything together. If that makes any sense, I don't know if it does, but yeah. But again, I thought it was a 6.5. This is an okay film. I really hope The Rock one day does get better. I think he has a lot of potential. I think if he just gives himself a little bit of grace, but not, but dedicates himself to another character, like when he's doing stuff like that. If you're playing an Arab character, like again, an Arab man should be playing it, but if you're going to cast somebody like The Rock and The Rock is heavily invested, like you should at least work on the accent. Like I said with Doctor Doom, right? Like you should have went with a European person, but when you see the trailer for Doctor Doom, you see that Robert Downey Jr. has created or learned this accent, right? And now you're like, oh, okay, like he's taking the character seriously. His mannerisms have changed, right? He went from Tony Stark to Doctor Doom, and now he's completely two different people, and you can already just tell by his voice how serious he is. So these are small little details that really help, I guess, the audience kind of immerse themselves into the characters. And when you take away those details and you kind of just become the person you are, then we're not really interested in watching you. Like if today Robert Downey Jr. played Doctor Doom and he had no accent and he just kind of like just talked like he normally would talk, I don't think anybody would be interested in watching that movie. Everybody would be like, okay, well, this guy's he's just Tony Stark behind a mask, right? He's just pretending to be bad. Like I don't really give a shit about that. But now, when you hear his accent, you hear him, his voice change. You're like, oh, this is a totally different person. This is not the same person, right? Um, Again, I'm not saying for the Smashing Machine he had to change or get an accent or anything because Mike Kerr speaks English. He has a normal American accent. No, it's not that. It's just that when he talks, all you hear is his voice. Like all I hear is The Rock just talking in a softer voice. That's it. That's all I hear, and that's like I don't know. I just feel like it doesn't work. It really doesn't. There's so many different biopics. Like I hear when you watch like Michael Jackson, right? Jafar Jackson sounds just like Michael. Like you're already invested, or like they're doing the Stallone one, and the guy who plays Stallone, like Sylvester Stallone, like his voice sounds like Sylvester Stallone. Or there was, I think, the Bruce Springsteen one with the guy from the Bear, Jeremy, and like he sounded like Bruce. You don't understand what I'm saying? Like it's like that. Like we get that the mannerisms have changed, but here all I saw was just The Rock being The Rock. Like I didn't like certain moments I would see Mike Kerr or what I would assume was Mike Kerr, but I didn't see that in the film throughout. So yeah. I don't know how anyone else felt. I know a lot of people were very divided. A lot of people were like, "Yeah, it's okay. It's not that great." But I know I spent 10 minutes talking about this, which is kind of insane for a film. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I'd love to hear from you, and have a wonderful day, guys.